50 Top Secrets the government's secret experimental science laboratory, Porton Down, tried to ban. Imagine a facility so secretive its activities are shrouded in mystery and speculation. Porton Down, the UK's most famous experimental science laboratory, has been responsible for decades of classified research, from chemical weapons testing on human subjects to alleged animal experiments. Its secrets tell a story of moral conflict and scientific ambition. Established during World War I in 1916, Porton Down was a response to the emergence of chemical warfare. Its mission was clear: to develop chemical and biological weapons for defense. However, over time, this facility became a stage for ethical breaches involving human experimentation, highly dangerous chemical tests, and operations cloaked in secrecy. One chilling chapter involves testing mustard gas on live volunteers under the guise of advancing wartime medical science. These experiments produced permanent health consequences for participants, some of whom were not fully informed of the potential risks. Porton Down's classification of its projects has hidden some unnerving revelations. From genetic experiments on animals, such as parrots trained to open doors, to testing non-lethal chemical agents for riot control, its activities often feel pulled from the pages of dystopian fiction. Documents exposed in later years revealed tests involving chemical aerosols released over unsuspecting populations. In a bizarre twist, some of the more unusual experiments reportedly included injecting rabies into auctioned animals and experiments on groundbreaking tech associated with dehumanizing augmented reality for potential military use. These raise fears not only about ethics, but also about unintended consequences of such research. Claims about Porton Down's chemical warfare program have fueled public outrage. The infamous chlorinated gas experiments and the development of lethal nerve agents speak volumes of its secretive repertoire. Alleged records suggest that these weapons were not only tested, but could have been operationalized, awaiting deployment during potential global conflicts. The facility's work reportedly extended into the realm of bacteriological agents, with controversies surrounding pathogens engineered for maximum impact. These experiments' secrecy, compounded by evasive governmental responses, has sparked debates about accountability, with some suggesting a strategic suppression of information to safeguard international diplomacy. Beyond the science, the human toll of Porton Down's activities is haunting. Ex-volunteers and servicemen subjected to medical exposures often faced lasting health impacts, including unexplained cancer rates and neurological issues. Accusations of consent violations and obfuscated health data have highlighted the ethical vacuum in these experiments. Animal experimentation, too, has been a contentious topic, with critics pointing to rabies injections and environmental hazards. These practices, labeled by many as cruel, underscore the blurred line between scientific ambition and moral responsibility. The secrecy surrounding Porton Down raises a fundamental question. Does national security ever justify extreme experimentation? While its defenders argue the need for scientific readiness in unforeseen attacks, detractors highlight the accompanying erosion of ethical standards. The missed opportunities for public discourse due to classified information have only deepened public distrust. Porton Down's story is not only a history lesson, but a call for vigilance. As citizens, it's imperative to demand transparency from governments and hold them accountable for their actions. Engage with investigative journalism, support declassification efforts, and promote international agreements fostering ethical research. Together, we can ensure that the pursuit of scientific progress serves humanity, not secrecy. Join the conversation, question the narrative, and stand up for ethical science.